What's up, Broke Ass Nation? Today we're doing a little update here Jake wanted to do. We'll give you a little bit on the 300 update too. And the fucking battery's dying. So, what's up, Broke Ass Nation again? Fucking camera battery. So, like I said, little update video. Jake really wanted to give an update, and I might as well give you an update on the 300.
For those of you who have me on Instagram, you've probably seen, or maybe on Facebook, ST is broken again. Last weekend we did the burnout contest down at Beers and Burnouts in Springfield, Ohio. We did all right, all things considered. They're not designed to do front-wheel drive burnout cars. So it was kind of a shit show. And they only limited us to 30 seconds maximum. So yeah, it just took me longer to change tires than it did to do the burnout. Next day, went up and hung out with some friends. Went to go pick up some parts for a new toy that I'm kind of working on with my brother. And while we were in Columbus, we stopped off for food, went to back up, and the car is making the worst grinding noise I've ever heard in my life and will not stay in gear. Lo and behold, we got the car home. I talked to a couple of my friends in the Fiesta groups, and we narrowed it down to either cables, bad transmission mounts, or a gear synchro. Checked the cables, lubricated those were fine. Transmission mount is less than a year old, and it's super strong rubber, so that's not really an issue either. So it's kind of down to gear synchros and the transmission. Reverse is gone. So I was nice enough to go up to our local Ford dealership, and they printed out, well, every diagram for the transmission, every part number, everything. And I spent a couple of days going through all the charts, the diagrams, figuring out what parts I need, minus the synchros, because Ford can only get 2 of the 6. The other 4 are on either back order or don't know when they're going to be manufactured again. Found a company who has carbon synchros, so we're going to put those in. Luckily, the only synchro that Ford can get for sure is the reverse synchro, which is the one I need. So we went back up to Ford with a list of all the material part numbers and cost, and I'll share these on my Instagram and Facebook pages, all the diagrams. For any other Fiesta guys that have something like this go on, mind you, I'm not getting cases, gears, shafts, basically any of the serious parts. This is just bolts, synchros, bearings, retainer pins. Subtotal right now plus tax is $1,679.15. But that doesn't include the fluid or
what about the synchros?
Or the synchros. So with the synchros, they're another $350 for the carbon synchros. So I'm just over $2,000 with shipping and tax. Since we have to go that route,
And a lot of work.
And a lot of work, because it's going to be at least a day to pull the trans completely out, at least a day to rebuild, and at least a day to get everything back, plus break-in times. And since we're going to be in there, there's a good possibility we're going to be buying an aftermarket differential for the car to hopefully help with the power delivery to the ground, which is somewhere between $800 and $1,200 depending on what other diff I go with. So we'll be about $3,000 in on getting it fixed, but there's a good possibility that I'm out for the rest of the season until we can get the finances up. So if good old Uncle Joe gets my tax money back to me, we'll probably be back on the road. But I don't think good old Uncle Joe is going to be handing out anybody's tax money anytime soon. So I'm probably out for the rest of the season.
At least not that we've really had one.
Yeah, not that we've really had one. We really wanted to go to other tracks, but between the 300 build and everything else this summer, gas prices, it's been kind of a killer. But you know, maybe this is just the summer of growth, and maybe we'll just have to come back next year better.
This looks like a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's not that bad. The hard part is you need at least a 12-ton press, because without a 12-ton press,
Freight.
yeah, I've got the Harbor Freight 20-ton at home. Without a 12-ton press, you can't get the shafts out of the case. I don't know why you need 12 tons to push a steel shaft out of an aluminum hole, but that's what Ford recommends. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting endeavor. I have a podcast that should be starting. I need to talk with one of our friends. He is supposed to be getting me a room to rent so that we can start recording. As of right now, we have 25 episodes that need to be recorded. I'm going to be delivering podcasts on every possible platform pretty much. At least all the major platforms. Google, Apple, Amazon, all that stuff, Spotify. As of right now, tentatively, it's going to be called Where's My 10 Mil? I pretty much have that domain name locked down for it. I'm just waiting on a couple of response emails and to actually start recording. So keep your eyes open for that. Hopefully August, we should have our first episode drop. As long as, you know, this doesn't kill the rest of us. So,
we will definitely post about that whenever that ends up happening. So make sure you look out for that. Is that all you got though?
yeah, that's all I've got.
So he's going to be having a lot of fun. Yeah. Well, now let's take a look at the other money pit, I guess, behind us.
Yeah.
Well, so like we said, here's the other money pit. It's on the wheels now, on the ground. We did adjust the back a little bit to try to help raise it up just a little bit. It does run now. I will insert the startup video right here. It was only showing like 28.
28. That's fair enough. Just let it.
All right, so yeah, there was the first startup. Of course, we had low oil pressure. So yeah, it ended up taking, I think, 5-6 hours. I had to put the motor hoist on the motor again to hold it in place, drop the cross member, take the pan off, because I don't know why I had a feeling I knew what it was. It was the O-ring for the pickup tube. You really want to watch that, I guess. I think what happened is when I tightened down the holding nut that's further down, it kind of cocked it and pulled it out a little bit. So yeah, but we weren't running like stupid low pressure, but it was low enough where it was very concerning. So we didn't really run it a whole lot. We ran it just enough to kind of see if it would go up, and it never did. So like I said, after we did that, now we got good oil pressure. Just trying to get some of the kinks worked out. Like power steering is a massive bitch and just wants to keep leaking no matter what I do. So I'm trying to fix that. I had a lot of problems with this top radiator hose here. As you can see, it looks like this might finally work. So this is that flexible stainless steel hose from Summit with their 90s on it. So the way this shit works is you have to put these, you know, like adapter rings in here to match up size. Like if you can see, that one's got one in it. So it kept blowing it off of the adapter ring, and I tried clamp after clamp. I even tried to get T-clamps, see if I could just smash it down on there, but I ended up taking it out, and I mean, it seems to be working. We've ran it a couple times now, even got it up to like 4,500 RPM, and it hasn't blown off. You know, got it fully heated up. So yeah, we're getting there. But like I said, power steering keeps wanting to leak, and it's actually down on the rack is where it's leaking. This LOJ, you can't see it. There's the LOJ line for the power steering for the Corvette power steering pump. You still can't see it. There's too much shit in the way. But that conversion line where it goes on to the rack itself keeps wanting to leak. Right now it's kind of at like a seeping state, but once you get it warmed up and everything and you really start getting it used, higher RPMs, then it starts leaking a little more. So I'm gonna take it back off again and try some more. I don't know, I'm gonna get another new crush washer, and I'm gonna try to just make sure that that surface is completely smooth that it's going on. I don't really know what else to do. I mean, I've got that thing so tight that I'm afraid the bolt's gonna break. But once we get that done, I'm probably gonna try to take it down the road. So yeah, here sometime soon, hopefully. And I am having a little bit of the brakes seem a little spongy, which we think might be a vacuum problem. Not sure yet. Who knows?
Never know.
But yeah, I mean, it's all coming together and it runs. And I know you probably can't tell from that startup that I just had in here. Yeah, it sounds kind of like a very pissed off V6, and I kind of like it.
Doesn't sound like every other LS, so that's all that matters.
It doesn't sound like you would think it would sound. So yeah, we're getting there.
Sure.
Got anything else to add?
Just stay tuned, keep watching. He's got a bunch of good content. Like I said,
I try.
I've got 25 episodes to record, all kinds of stuff. Hopefully it's stuff you guys can use, enjoy.
Yeah, he's got some really good topics planned out. I know I'm going to enjoy hopefully being in at least some of them, or most of them if I can try.
I say I'm going to try to schedule it. As of right now, I think there's 13 or 15 overall members that's going to try to be involved in this. Everybody from mechanics to guys who wrench, people with experience and knowledge.
And dumbasses like me.
I say, and people that, there's a couple of guys that are just new to this, so we're going to get their, their take on some of this stuff, information that they're not used to. So, so it's not just a bunch of hardcore card guys. You're going to have some guys that don't even know what they're talking about that are going to put in their 2 cents so we can, give you guys extra information. Not everybody that's going to listen is, versed in mechanics or auto body or whatever, and they might ask questions that we're going to overlook because we've been doing it long enough where that's just something we do.
Common sense to us,
So, yeah, I got 25 episodes. They're going to be probably between 2 and 3 hours a shot. So it's going to be a nice long podcast. I'm going to release them probably every 2 weeks. Like I said, they should be on just about every platform. But once we get everything recorded and I get the first episode ready for release, I'm going to let this guy know. I'm going to post stuff on the Facebook, the Instagram. I've got a couple other outlets we're going to use to post at. But
you'll be notified.
We'll let you know. We'll let you know. And like I said, if you like it, great. Share it with your friends, your family, whatever. This is going to be as family friendly as a bunch of garage mechanics can be. So, I mean, there may be a little bit of a child warning in there for language, but I mean, we should be all right.
Don't let your babies listen to it.
They might learn a thing or two.
Real quick before we end this, I did forget to mention our air intake here. Yeah, we're not sure yet. Right now I got that little, sucker on there. Now, I don't like that. I don't like it at all. So I'm sure it probably doesn't flow enough air for this, but as of right now, that's what we're running. So it's what we got.
Coverage is coverage.
Yeah. I mean, clean air is clean air, I guess. But I think we're going to look at trying to 90 out here and do something to get a pipe down, around, and down in there.
We can get a 3-inch bottle through there, so
yeah,
3-inch pipe shouldn't be a big deal.
We can get a 3-inch all the way through there. The biggest problem is just running our clearance here, especially with this, belt tensioner right there, and then not to mention the radiator hoses are right there. We're gonna see what works. We might have to smash a pipe or something a little bit just to give it a little extra clearance, but we'll see. We'll figure something out. I did also sit here and do some cobbling on my hood. That's mainly for the throttle bracket. So
not the carbon fiber.
Yeah, good thing it was already trashed, so I don't care.
Yeah, it's broke. It's fine.
But we're probably just gonna run without a hood for a minute. So we'll see. But yeah, we'll keep you guys updated. We will for sure continue to make videos. Yeah, it's kind of hard to make videos on some stuff other than just giving you guys updates on what we have done. So
I am going to try to film this whole trans rebuild for the people who don't know how to build a trans, or for the guys in like I said, the Fiesta group. This has been a common kind of significant issue, and I know it gets pretty pricey going to a shop, so if I can give you guys a little piece of information on how to rebuild this with the diagrams and stuff, I'm gonna do my best. And hell, maybe if you're pure garbage, but you're still gonna get it. It's gonna be yours.
Yeah, I've never opened up a manual before, so that'll be interesting. I'll try to help out.
This will be my 3rd manual, but my first small car. So.
And front wheel drive, probably.
And my first front wheel drive.
That's gonna be fun.
I say the diesel one was pretty interesting, but this is definitely a different kind of gearbox for me. So.
Yep. So, like I said, we'll continue to try to keep you guys updated on stuff. Hopefully, like I said, I'll be taking this thing out for a little test spin, in the next few days or whatever. We'll just have to see how it goes. But until next time, keep off those jack stands and stay broke, folks.
Bonus footage!
Whoop whoop! We're gonna give her a little start so you can hear it and it not have low oil pressure. And he's standing back here, that way you can actually hear what the car sounds like and not the intake just making all sorts of loud, annoying noises.
Right, let this Japanese Camaro roar.
Ready?
Ready when you are, Cinder Chief. I like it.
Me too. On behalf of all of us here at Broke Ass Motorsports Ohio, we'd like to thank you for watching our video. If you enjoyed our video, please let us know by leaving a like or comment on our video. If you're new and would like to stay up to date on things, please subscribe or follow us on our social medias. The links to those will be in the description down below.